Hello friends, welcome to this GPAT lecture series, and today I am going to discuss with you IR ranges. And every year there is a Sureshot question on IR ranges. So one must by heart this all ranges, and today I'll be discussing with you the easiest way to remember these ranges. This lecture is useful for B.Pharm and BSc student. So question arises that what is the use of IR spectroscopy? So infrared spectroscopy, it is mainly used to identify different kinds of functional groups. I think that in 11th and 12th you have studied different kinds of functional group like alcohol, phenol, ketone, aldehyde, etc. For example, in case of amine, we can detect NH2. In case of nitrile, we can detect the C triple bond N. In case of thiol, we can detect SH. In case of aromatic compound, we can detect CH double bond CH. In case of alcohol, we can detect OH. Likewise, you can detect different kinds of functional group with the help of IR spectroscopy. So, here I am showing you the typical IR spectra. So in IR, we are measuring the percentage transmittance of light, and hence IR spectrum, it consists of transmittance on y-axis and wave number on x-axis. So this is an example of typical IR spectrum, how it looks like. Okay. So in GPAT several times they ask the question that what is the IR spectrum, what IR spectrum consists of. So this answer is that on y-axis it consists of transmittance, and on x-axis it is having a wave number. Now I am discussing with you different kinds of ranges for different functional group. So first we will discuss for the OH group. So there are three kinds of OH groups are there. For example, this is called as a free OH group. In alcohol and phenol, free OH group is present, and the range for such free OH group it comes between 3600 to 3650. In case of those molecule where there is chances of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. For example, here there is chances that this OH may be having intramolecular hydrogen bonding with this OH. For example, partially negative charge of oxygen may attract the partial positive charge of hydrogen. So such kind of OH group is called as a this is not called as a free OH group, it is called as a hydrogen bonded OH group. There are chances that intramolecular hydrogen bonding may occur between this two OH group, and hence intramolecular or intramolecular hydrogen bonded OH group ranges it comes between 3200 to 3400. And OH group, it may also present in different kinds of acid. For example, this is aliphatic acid and this is a aromatic acid. So this OH group, and this is also OH group which is present in aromatic acid. So for aromatic acid OH, the range for the OH group is 2400 to 3400. In this way, I have discussed three different kinds of OH group with you. This is a free OH group, this is a hydrogen bonded OH group, and this is a OH group which is present in acids. So in descending order, you have to remember the ranges: 3650 to 3600, then 3400 to 3200, and this is for 2400 to 3400. The next important functional group is NH2 or amine, I can say that. So there are the two types of amine which we can differentiate with the help of the IR. So first is a primary amine and second is a secondary amine. So by seeing the shape, we can easily identify whether your compounds contain primary amine or secondary amine. If it is a primary amine, means NH2, so you will get bi-lobed peak in IR. You can see that here two lobes are present. Okay, and if it is a secondary amine, right, like NH, so in IR you will get one lobe peak, single lobe peak in IR. So in this way, with the help of spectrum, we can differentiate between primary amine and secondary amine, and a range for amine, it comes between 3150 to 3400. This is a chart of all functional group and one must by heart it. So already discussed with you OH and NH. Okay. Now in descending order you have to remember it. For CH it comes between 2900 to 3150. For SH now it will descend again. It will come between around 2550. For nitrile it will come around 2200. Okay. Now carbonyl compound. There are different kinds of carbonyl functional group may be present. In case of amide, it comes between 1640 to 1680. In case of ketone, it comes at 1700 to 1725. Same for carboxylic acid, 1700 to 1725. So in this way, here you can remember that ketone and acid they comes around 1700 to 1725. Aldehyde it goes little bit high, 1720 to 1740. Ester now it is going upward, 1730 to 1750. Acid chloride 1800 and anhydride 1810. So every year there is short question on carbonyl, specifically they are asking on carbonyl because these ranges are quite confusing. So it starts with amide 1640 and ends with anhydride 1810. For nitro you are getting two ranges in IR, 1350 and 1550. For sulfonyl group which is present in sulfone, sulfonamide and sulfoxide, again here you are getting the two ranges, one at 1375 and second range it may come between 1140 to 1350. Now the last is a halide. So there are three kinds of halide: fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Fluorine it comes at 1000 to 1400. Chloride it comes between 540 to 786. And bromide and iodide it comes below to the 667. So in this way, in descending order you have to understand the ranges. Okay, the highest one is a 3600 and lowest is a 667. So I hope that this lecture will be useful for you and you'll remember the IR ranges. Thank you.